Welcome to the show. Had to cut it short because listen, if that would have played more, I would have had to play the whole album. All right, the whole song. That was one of my joints. Big up the Red Man, Brick City, Jersey. Anyway, guys, I would like to welcome you to episode 4. And I'm your host, Lenny Reed, and this is the DRMM, Don't Read My Mind podcast. And today, this is a special show I call this the Electric Show. The reason why I'm talking about the good old Tesla Cybertruck. Now, this show is basically anything that comes to my mind. So the topics can be, a whole bunch of things, an array of things. But today, I want to talk about the Cybertruck. Now, let's take it back to the typical pickup truck, right? I guess the big dog in the pickup truck would be the Ford F-150 or 250. Or I think the second one would be the Silverado, and then, it goes down from there. Even when it came to the Toyotas, the Nissans, all of them had the same look. Square chassis area. Usually the hood, the front, the front portion of the truck or whatever, was boxy. I had curvy headlights, a curvy grill and all that. But all the pickup trucks looked the same. Everything looked the same. And I actually had a pickup truck before. I had a Dodge Ram. And I traded in my car to get the Dodge Ram. Oh man, the first 2 weeks, it just felt good. I'm just riding around high. It had a Hemi in it, so it had power. But 2 weeks, 3 weeks in, I don't know, it started to get heavy. It started to feel like I was just walking around with a heavy ass leather trench coat all day, And me, I'm used to sports cars, whether they're 2-seaters, 2-door or 4-door. I'm just used to the power. And the Ram had power. I think it had a 5.7 liter Hemi. It had power. It can burn out if you hit it at the right time. But it didn't grab. I couldn't see myself getting into it every single day. And at the time, I only had that one vehicle. So I was doing my research, and I'm saying, man, I need to get something that's more agile, that can get up to 0 to 60 faster. I think that had to be in at least 6s or 7s, meaning it takes 6 or 7 seconds to get to 60 from 0. So it was just me trying to find something. I came across the Dodge Daytona, which is still a 5.7, but I like how it's geared. I like how the exhaust sound, and it came with a cold air intake. It was beautiful, beautiful, nice car, black on black. Ooh, it got a nice growl to it. But I noticed in the morning when I'm getting up about to go somewhere, and I hit the auto start, I could be on the other side of the house and I hear the car start up. Whoa, and I know the neighbors. Usually I never really cared about neighbors, but in this neighborhood, I like my neighbors. So when I start the car up, it got a loud sound. Even though it sounds good when I'm driving, I'm not going to lie, but it could become a nuisance. So that's when I figured out, alright, the real deal is basically I still want the speed minus the loud exhaust. I still want that sports car feeling. So let's take it to the topic on hand, which is the Tesla. I keep calling it the Tesla truck, but it's actually called the Cybertruck. So reports on it, I say about 2 weeks before time, it was a couple of renderings out there that just look like a regular pickup truck with a Tesla front, like a Tesla S model, with that front on it in the pickup truck. It didn't catch my eye, and it was one that I really thought was going to be their model. That turned out to be, it wasn't the one they was going for. So I was watching the event, and what Eli introduced the truck, and it came up on the stage. I was like, nah, nah. But then I thought about it. This is the SpaceX dude. This is the dude that sent the car into space with a dummy in a suit. Some people say it's not a dummy, but I don't know. That's another conspiracy theory. Dummy in a suit just to orbit around the Earth. And I'm not mistaken. I think he shot it towards Mars. I'm not sure, but this guy put one of his cars. First of all, he started off with the little roadster. It seemed like he tucked the model of another car, a Fiat or something like that. I'm not sure. And he started with that whole engine thing and got everything going with the electric engine. And then he went to the Model S, which is a nice car. Still, I haven't drove in one yet, but I like watching the videos where you got somebody and and they punch the gas at the light and everybody in the car just straight out grab their stomach and be like, oh, it got something to do with the pull. Usually when you have a car, a combustible engine, it builds up. Torque builds up, horsepower builds up from zero, right? But with these electric cars, as soon as you hit the gas, it's at 100% torque. Boom. And your mind is not ready for that. It's sort of like a roller coaster darting off or going down that drop that everybody hold their stomach for. So that's what you get from the electric car. So I always wanted a Model S Tesla, definitely when they came out with the ludicrous mode. And we talk about, I think that car is 2.4 seconds or 2.5 seconds. 0 to 60. That's fast. No matter how you look at it, that is fast. I mean, you got Lamborghinis, Porsche, the big dogs, they in the twos, they in the highs too. Some of them in the high threes, mid threes. When I mean threes, I mean 3 seconds. I think a Hellcat is probably like 3.5 seconds. But you got this other car that's all electric, and this car is doing easy 2.8. Anywhere from 2.5 to 2.8. That is real crazy. So, when a pickup, when he actually drove the car on stage, and I'm looking at this spaceship looking thing, and I'm thinking, oh my God, what is that ugly piece of crap? But then I thought about it. Like I just said, we talk about a space guy, and I consider myself a space guy too. We talking about somebody that's, plan on going to Mars. He got, or so-called the real Iron Man, the real Tony Starks. He got rocket engines and stuff that can take off and land in the same spot. So we talk about a guy that's basically on the edge of his own plane or his own head. So when it actually came on stage, and I'm like, wow. But I immediately started looking at it like, man, I can see myself in that. I can really see myself in that. And then, as they start to walk around the vehicle, and you see the little back hatch roll up, and you see the bed back there, it got the LED light trimmed around the bed, I start to fall in love. I already noticed it had big tires. Now he put up the price. To me, off the jump, if the Model S that I want, which is the top one, the performance one, that goes, I think, 2.5 seconds, 0 to 60. If that was, after you do the math, you go online and type everything up that you want, you're looking at about 130,000. So I basically automatically knew that was going to be high. The Cybertruck was going to at least start at 80 with the base model. 80, probably push 150. So as, everything went on, and he went over to the F-150 door and start not him, but one of his designers. He starts sledgehammering the door. I mean, I know with my car, little dings from people opening the door next to me just sends off the car. I mean, I'd be so mad. You wash the car and everything, and then off the glare of it, you see that little door ding on it. So he over here hitting the thing with a sledgehammer, right? And messing up basically the Ford door. Then he goes to the Cybertruck and starts sledgehammering the Cybertruck. And I'm just looking like, wow, no dents. Now, dude got that Back to the Future look. Back to the Future sort of used that same kind of alloy. And they never took off. I forgot the reason why they never took off. I think something happened to the owner. He came into some kind of trouble. But from what I heard, it's hard to paint that material. So we got to see what he's going to do as far as painting. And I think he was talking about getting a matte black or some kind of black color. Oh, that'd even be better. But let's take it back. As I'm seeing more and more videos of this truck pop up, and I don't know. It's like a woman you meet on a first date. You go pick up. She walk to the car. You like, oh no, that's not her, right? She get in the car. Hi, how you doing? She talking, and you like, oh man, I gotta go through the rest of the night with her. But you sitting down, you eating, y'all having fun, and then you noticing, man, she's a nice girl. I can get used to this. She's starting to grow on me. All of those phases, right? Even all of those phrases, she's starting to grow on me. It's starting to grow on me. It takes a little time. I think I like it, right? And that's the same thing that happened to me. That's the same thing that happened to me. When I start seeing more videos of the truck, I had that same feeling. I'm like, man, I think this truck's starting to grow on me. I can just imagine this thing in my driveway. But what really got me is the 0 to 60. You got something the size of a F-150, the size of a Dodge Ram that can sprint 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. You don't even get the 3. You say 3, and it's already there. So, the thing is, I have a Jeep right now. When I was thinking about selling my car and keeping a Jeep and figuring out what kind of car I want next. My goal in 2 years is to go all electric, get solar panels all on the house. Because, where I stay, the sun just be beating on the house. You hear the house crickling and cracking. Definitely when the sun come out full force. So if you can use that energy for something, that's even better. So that was my goal. But when this truck came out, I started to do my research. It got 35-inch tires, right? Your miles per hour can go basically, I think miles per hour is 130. So you can go travel 130 miles per hour. 500 miles on one charge. I mean, we talk about stuff that's out of this world. And I'm not over here, caping for Tesla, caping for Elon Musk. I'm just saying, you got to think about this stuff, man. You just got to think. You got to sit back and think about this. Are you going to be on the right side of history, or are you going to be on the wrong side of history? Let's take a couple little scenarios and throw them in the mix. Back in the days, I watched a lot of cowboy movies. Billy the Kid and all of them. and they had the horse. Some occasionally they had like two horses or one pulling a buggy. That was those days. Imagine how they felt when somebody invented, I think it was Mercedes Benz. I think I'm gonna get them that credit. They came around with the first vehicle. This steel thing with funny looking wheels, sort of similar to the buggy that they was pulling with the horse. But hold up, we don't need the horse. Not only that, this little machine has the power of 3 horses. I think it was 3 horsepower. 3 to 5 horsepower back then. I'm not sure what I'm thinking. And then people just like, what is this? I don't want that. I like my horse. You know, something that I can feed, that I can run to death, that I know is tired. And I can sleep with, sleep on. But what I'm saying is, imagine how they felt when it was time to go from the horse to the car or the automobile. I mean, you had, those people like me, I would say, that's curious. Like, all right, well, let me try it out. Let me see what it is. Let me see if it's capable. And then you had the other people. I would never be caught in that. I'm going to stay with my horse, like them kind of people. So I think when you look in the eyes of what Tesla is doing, what they've been doing for years, check this out. Go on YouTube, right? And look up Tesla Model S versus anything. Lambo? Yes. Porsche? Yes. Anything. Race car? Anything. Mustang? Hellcat? Everything. And they all get washed. You know why? Because electric cars are torque heavy. Off the jump. Torque. Boom. Shit, you think a golf cart will scare you? Push on the gas. Push on the gas of that. On any one of those Teslas. So as I fought myself, and then when I say fight myself, this is how I fight myself with a car. I ask other people about it. And I sort of feed off of them. Yo, what you think of that Tesla truck? Man, that thing ugly. Alright, bet. Asked a couple other people, hey, what you think of that Tesla truck? Hey, I don't know, man. That gotta grow up on me. Gotta grow on me. Alright, boom. Nobody flat out said, hey, man, I like it. I want one. Everybody that I personally talked to was basically saying, nah, man, I don't like it. It's funny looking. And with that, I was interested. Now I want to do more research. I want to do the math. I want to see if I got room in my stable. If not, somebody gotta go. Would it be my car or my Jeep? But I wasn't 100% there yet. So right now, I mean, it's very easy to get. You go right on their website and check it out. Alright, so when I first seen it, was the color. I like that silver color. I like my fleet to be all black though. I don't know, it just make the driveway look different when your cars is all black. Alright, so they say they got ultra hard 30 times cold rolled stainless steel. Listen, I don't know about this cold rolled stuff. I thought everything was heated up, but apparently they use, I don't know what they use when they say cold rolled. I don't know what that means. They probably bang it, forge it. I don't know. Anyway, the shell of the car is on the outside, sort of like a beetle. Like an exoskeleton. That's how they want, because most cars got the interior shell or the base sort of like a body, the bone structure. You got the frame on most cars, and all the soft material gets stacked around. the frame. That's your regular car. But what he trying to do, or is doing, is he putting the hard stuff on the outside. You know, I'm starting to look like as I'm looking at it right now on the website. It do got like a prehistoric bug shape. You know, something you would find at the bottom of the ocean, or something you would find flying around in the sky. Um, I like the light beam. That kind of bright. I don't know if they're gonna have that in the production model because that junk looks very bright. Um, so they have the single motor, which is, and that's 0 to 60 in 6.5 seconds. Hmm, that's about what a school bus do or a regular car. But it goes 250 miles on, that's their range per charger. Not bad. Rear wheel drive. Storage, I doubt anybody care about the storage. Towing capacity, 7,500 pounds. You can tow a lot. That's about a good, well, you can tow a car. Because your average car is about 4,000, 4,500. Autopilot, standard. Gotta have an autopilot. Adaptive air suspension, I like that. Your clearance up to 16, that's good. That's a nice stance. Definitely want to roll over rocks. Not me, but some people would. And that, the price on that, I think, is 39,000. I think 39.9. That's not bad. I mean, shit, you can get a regular Dodge Charger V6 for that price, V8 for that price. You know, or you can get a V6 1500. I don't know the Fords. I really don't look in the Ford Ram, so I don't really know the price of the Ford. So the other model you got here is basically, this is the dual motor. So I'm guessing the single motor had one motor in the rear. The dual motor is going to have a motor in the rear and a motor in the front, controlling both axles. So this one is 44.5 seconds, 0 to 60. That's not bad. Like I said, the Tesla is 3.5. I'm sorry, the Hellcat is 3.5. That's not bad. Let me see here. 300 miles on a single charge. That's cool. You can ride that a couple days without charging. If you go to work locally. All that, only thing would be different is it tows 10,000 pounds. That's a nice boat. It's not stuff heavy that you probably want to tow. I mean, I doubt the person that want this, they mainly probably be towing toys, opposed to bags of mulch or anything like that. It's gonna be toys. It's gonna be bikes, other cars, four-wheelers, side-by-sides, all that stuff. But listen, the one that interests me is the tri-motor. All-wheel drive, baby. Listen, 0 to 60, 2.9 seconds. Like I say, let me say this to 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippis, 3. It already passed the line. That's how fast. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3. It already passed. 2.9 seconds. That is a Lamborghini, Porsche 911. And you got this big behind truck off the line. Probably don't even burn out. 4-wheel drive. Snap everybody neck back. Boom. Gone. 500 miles on a charge. 500 miles. That's far. I mean, that's a good number. You can actually go, instead of charging it every day, you can probably charge it every other day, every other night. You come home, I'll charge it tomorrow night when I come home. Or you just like me, you just want to be safe and always have it topped off at 500. I'll keep it charged every week, every day. I'm sorry. So this has a tri-motor. It has one motor in the front, 2 in the back. So it gives it that thrust. It gives it that power. Boom, straight off the line. Everybody in the car throwing up. So you got to keep plastic on the seats if you get this one. And this tolls 14,000 pounds. That's a lot. That's like damn near towing 3 cars or 4 cars. Probably more than that. But what he don't show on his list is how much these vehicles don't weigh, which I don't care, because that must be in their calculation if they throw in 3.9 seconds 0 to 60. So it must be in their calculation, and 500 miles on the charge. So they must already know how much it weighs, but they didn't put that out. And one thing they don't do is put out the torque. But I heard the torque is somewhere close to 1,000. That is freaking ridiculous. So, as I'm on their website, going down, and you just click the order. You click the order now button, right? And, oh, here go the numbers. All right, the single axle, single motor one is $39.9. I think I said. The dual motor is $49.9. And the top dog is $69.9. I know a lot of bare bone cars you can get for $69,000. Okay? Now, fully self-driving added, $7,000. I mean, if you're going to pay for any one of these, is it worth paying that extra $7,000 if you want the car to drive by itself once it really get to the, once their technology really catch up? Yeah. If not, go buy something else. If you don't pay that $7,000 to get the car full self-driving mode, come on. And what they want to do today is $100, fully refundable. But these words right here at the bottom, if I'm going to choose something, these words at the bottom probably made me choose. It's basically saying the configuration that you're trying to go for here. Completion there is late 2021. The tri-motor all-wheel drive production is expected to begin late 2022. Late. We are in late 2019. That's about 3 years from now. So if you want to hold yourself and want to hold your spot, just drop the $100. And if you change your mind, just pull the money out. I look at it as savings, like putting your money in savings. And if you can't afford it by the time they come out, just pull your $100 out. Hey, you got $100. But it was a couple other things that I noticed when they was, on an internet frenzy, online frenzy. I think they actually showed in the revealing also when it was going against a Ford truck. And, I guess a lot of people noticed that it was a two-wheel drive Ford truck. And why it wasn't the heavy duty, the diesel, or the four-wheel drive. And listen, if I worked at Tesla, I would have definitely went for at least the F350. At least see, all right, can we take off the X3? Can we slide the F350 heavy duty? And I know the kind of person Eli is. I would have said, all right, well, if we can't slide a 350, we need to tune it up, get it right. We need to slide this 350. But in the video, he chose, what was that? It don't even show. I'm guessing it was a 150, F-150. But usually they have the F/something on the back to show that it's a four-wheel drive. Now, if he would have just got a four-wheel drive, he'd have shut everybody up. Mind you, the model they was testing was only the dual. They don't have the tri-out. The tri-motor is the big boy. That's the one that I think out of 1,000. Their torque is up there in the thousands, if not close to 1,000. But I didn't want to make this video or this podcast because this was just something that I was just feeding off people, seeing if they liked it. And then when nobody didn't like it, I wanted it more. Now I'm thinking, is this some kind of sales strategy? I find myself when I'm bored going on the Tesla website, just strolling up and down, all the way till I get to an order. I click the order button and I just pause. Then I come out of it, do something else. Two hours later, call me back. I'm doing the same thing. Yo, what could I say? It's very polarizing. It looked like something you would see on Mars in 20 years, 50 years. It just seemed like, I don't know. It's different. And I'll tell you one thing, whoever get one, when they roll that bitch out, it's gonna be all eyes on them. But you might get one of those people you park next to them. They try to dent the door. They try to key it up. They try to block the what they be doing now? Blocking the charge up stations. Come on, man. Don't do that. But all I know is this. It's a beautiful truck, man. You know? It's like that funny looking chick. You know, if she had the right clothes, she got her hair done, you know, got some attention, felt good about herself. Like a diamond in the rough, you know? And that's how I feel about that truck. I really don't care if people don't like it. All I know is I fell for it. They got me. The internet got me. So, hopefully around this time in 2022, which seems like a long time from now. That is a long time from now. But I'll build around it. I got time to get my solar panels on my house. Even if I'm still here, I don't know if I'm gonna be still at this particular house. But the solar panels will help bring down your electric bill, even for charging the car. And guess where you can find all the solar panel stuff for your house at? Let me guess. Tesla website. Yeah. They got one package for houses that's over 3,000 square feet. You can basically be off the grid. So now you charging up your car, and the sun is running your house, and I think you get 3 of their little pod things that hold the energy. You'll never have blackout days. When your neighbor's house is dark from a storm or something, all your lights on. Your car, whether you got an S or an X, or the Cybertruck is getting charged up and completely running off the sun. Definitely, it's a no-brainer if you live in a location that gets a lot of sun. All you need is a good 8 hours of sun every day. So basically, to say that, I don't know. They wheeled me in. Even though it's a few things I don't like. I don't like the steering wheel. When I'm driving, I like to lean a little bit. And I like to keep my hands right at 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. That's how I like to keep my hands. But the way their steering wheel is, there is no, it's sort of like cut out. Sort of like a flight kind of steering wheel. You know, like a jet or something like that. And I don't know, is that something getting used to it? Or will there be an option for, a different kind of steering wheel? Or can you choose between, different models? I don't know. But the thing is, as the years go on, more stuff is on the pop. It's just going to get better and better. So, that's basically why I made this podcast. It don't have nothing to do with nothing. I call this a special podcast because it is. I just want to get this out, and I just want to show how it was. They threw the hook in the water. I swam around it, and then my dumb ass bit for it, and now I'm hooked. So to say that, they got me. And today I ordered Uh, I feel so weak. I feel so weak. But I'm gonna say it. Today I ordered the Tesla truck, which is the Cybertruck. I ordered the tri engine, the big boy, 2.9 seconds, 0 to 60, 500 miles per charge. Probably torque up there close to 1,000. Self-levering suspension. You can drop it, you can raise it up, you can do all that good, wonderful stuff. So, to say that, they got me. So, guys, check it out. It's something to look at. I'm not caping. This is not an advertisement. I was always a car guy. But I was really never into electrics till he came around. Definitely with the fast one and the ludicrous. And I think the next one is going to be plaid. So they're going to have 3 motors in the S. So that's probably going to be even. Shit, it probably under 2 seconds, 0 to 60. Just like the Roadster. The Roadster is going to be 1.9 seconds, 0 to 60. Do you fathom how fast that is? Alright, I'm just here saying they got me. I'm hooked. I ordered the Tesla model, Cybertruck, tri model. I got a couple years to get everything situated, get panels right, get my life right, and get my money right. Alright guys, thank you for listening to this special, I call it broadcast. And thanks again for hanging with me, kicking it with me, chilling with me. And I am out. And this podcast, once again, is sponsored by AutolandDesigns.com. Go there, check it out. You like something, buy it. Peace.